Marlene Hutchinson, and welcome to Tips for Guitar Playing Success, streaming now on Amazon Music. As many of you know, I've been sharing my guitar playing tips every Thursday for more than 10 years. It's been my way to hopefully help you stay motivated, be inspired, and continue expanding your guitar playing journey. If you're interested in more learning resources like my guitar courses, Lesson of the Month Club, coaching, Thursday Tips blog, and more, go to my website, marlenesmusic.com. And for anyone who's listening and feeling like you're missing out on all the guitar playing fun, you can easily get started with my super simple Learn to Play Guitar in a Day course. Now, on to today's tip. This podcast is brought to you in part by Gator. Whether you just need a bag to gig with on the weekends, are a frequent flyer needing a flight-friendly TSA Series case, or a dedicated road warrior bringing your instruments on tour, Gator has a solution for you. World-class guitar and bass players, DJs, and recording professionals know, for the stuff you love, guard it with Gator. Today's tip is spring your strings. It's the perfect time for a do-it-yourself guitar project, changing your own guitar strings. Now, if you haven't done this before and you have a feeling like, ooh, I might mess this up, or you might mess up your guitar if you do it yourself, as I like to say, don't fret. It's really pretty easy. It just takes a little time. First, let's go over the supplies you'll need. Obviously, you'll need a full set of strings, brand new set of strings, a wire cutter or a needle nose plier, a tuner, a cloth, a cleaning cloth, your guitar, and a flat surface to work on. Okay, step 1, set your guitar on a flat surface. A safe surface, like a table or a counter. I like to actually sit on the carpeted floor in my family room to change my strings. And what you'll need to do is have your supplies nearby. Step 2, loosen your strings at least a half a turn to a full turn before you trim the strings off. Then go to the sound hole area, use your wire cutters or the wire cutter in a needle nose plier, and trim off the strings. The reason I like to do it over the sound hole is because it avoids scratching up the wood. All right, step 3, remove the strings from the head of the guitar and the bridge. By the way, if you have a steel string guitar, you'll need to use a tool to pry the pins out of the bridge. If you're using a needle nose plier, be sure to cover the pins with a cloth so the pin doesn't get chewed up. Note, this is a good time to clean your guitar when all your strings are off. To learn how to clean your guitar, just go to the video on my YouTube channel, Marlene's Music 1, all one word. Hey, do you know someone who would like to play guitar? It's never been easier with my Learn to Play Guitar in a Day course. And if you or someone you know already plays guitar and wants to learn more, then my unlimited lessons, classes, and courses, and my coaching sessions could be just the right thing. The links are in the show notes on your podcast app, or you can find them on my website, marlenesmusic.com. All right, step 4, you've got your strings off, you've cleaned your guitar. Now it's time to put your new strings on. I suggest you do them one at a time. You can start with string 1 or string 6, but usually you go from one side to the other. I generally start with string 1, but it's your call. Take that string out of the package, but don't take the others out so you won't get them all mixed up. Take string 1 out of your packaging and attach the string at the bridge. If you have a pin bridge, you're going to put the string in and then the pin and push that down. If you have a Spanish bridge, you'll either tie that, or if you get the ball-ended nylon strings, you just simply thread it through and the ball stops the string at the bridge. Then attach the string at the corresponding post up on the head of the guitar. You're going to thread it through like a needle, pull it through so that there's a little bit of slack left, and then begin turning using a key winder or your fingers to turn the tuning peg. That's the part that takes a little while, is turning the turning the tuning peg so that the string can wrap around the post. Now, once it gets tighter and you're able to guide it into place in the nut, then turn your tuner on and tune the string. Now, you probably have to tighten quite a bit more, but start tightening it and tuning it. And once you get it tuned, you're good to go to do the next string. Don't trim off the excess yet. Repeat this step for each of the rest of the strings. Then step 5 is to trim the excess off the strings after you've got all of the strings on there. The reason is if you accidentally put the wrong string in the wrong place, if you've trimmed it already, you won't be able to reuse it. If the excess is still on there, you could unwind it and reuse that string. So once you've trimmed the excess, then retune your guitar again because it will be off just slightly, and then you're ready to play. As I mentioned in step 4, the thing that seems to take most people a lot of time is the winding. It's helpful to have a movie on or some relaxing music playing in the background. By the way, the first time I changed my own strings, it took me 2 hours. Now I'm able to change 3 guitars in an episode of Wheel of Fortune. So it does get easier the more you change your strings. So go ahead and spring those strings. I hope this episode's tip has helped you to continue expanding your guitar playing skills and knowledge. If you'd like to learn more, please check out the many learning resources available at marlenesmusic.com. Thank you for joining today's podcast, and as I like to say, play on.